I just got home and it's 3 in the morning and I forgot I've been wearing this sticker all night long. I don't want to talk about it.
There is one big secret, and I think everybody here knows it, but we're just afraid to say it, but I'm going to say it right here. The reason why people are really afraid to mess with furries now is a lot of people try, but they're afraid to. It's really humiliating when they try to mess with us and they get their ass kicked by a 6-foot-tall wolf.
And it puts them in their place a little bit.
And a 4-foot-tall raccoon who kicks them in the neck. But yeah, they don't want to mess with us because we kick their ass, but we do it in the cutest way possible.
Well, I'll tell you something, you guys have, in the way you are and conduct yourselves as humans, really elicited a lot of desire to advocate for you. Not just me, but my wonderful husband and Molly, who was by my side the whole time and worked her ass off. You really bring out a desire to advocate, and I think you're spreading a lot of love. And what you do at night, who gives a shit?
It is people like you that give us the strength of 20 SWAT cats.
And I do have a question for Charlie. Well, you do have hounds here, and I was wondering if you could, right here, right now, give us a voice for the hounds.
Want to see my tail? Yeah, I'll shake it for you.
See, that was another spoiler.
So, thank you for your generosity and your kindness, and just from the bottom of our hearts and all the shelter pets we currently have, just thank you all so much.
Once again, everyone else, thank you so much for being with us. This is so nice. This is so good.
One thing that's really important, guys, this is not just a Megaplex number, this is a U number. So,
Exactly.
from Megaplex, thank each and every one of you for helping
Every
make this
single
possible.
one of you for being here.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Megaplex 23, Megaplex 2025.
it is our sad duty to inform you. Megaplex 2025 is now closed.
Thank you again for the round of applause. Thank you so much for being here.
Anyway, thank you for choosing Megaplex. It's a little emotional up here.
I don't want to cry in front of, like, I think it's like 3,000 people in here.
It's hard, but we want to say thank you for choosing Megaplex. We do know you have a choice. We're really glad that we can give you a fun weekend. And we'll see you next year.
We'll see you next year.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Come on, ride a train. And ride it. And ride it.
Megaplex, how we feeling?
Me and I feel bad. Oh, y'all swimsuit match until back. I ain't do my makeup yet, I'm still bad. I'm bringing country back. These basic bitches don't know how to act. I hypnotize them when I throw it back. I keep it classy, but that's just the act. You got me bugging,
I had so much fun. And this was me Ubering, by the way, 30 minutes away from my home to go to the place. I didn't get the chance to stay for, the convention. I was only going to go one day, but we were there for 2.5 hours in the line to get the tickets at the door. Let's say I severely underestimated the amount of people and the size of this convention. With the website design and everything, I figured, it's probably an intimate, small convention, kind of like GCX, less than 500 people. There were 10,038 people at the convention. When my mom and I were trying to find the line, it did not stop. It did not stop at all. First of all, I'm not a furry. Second, I know nothing about furry conventions. Third, based on the website and some pictures, I underestimated the size of the convention. So, wow. Imagine my surprise trying to find the end of the waiting line to register for the convention, and there was no end in sight. So that was fun to find out on the spot. I've seen so many half-naked men and women. Oh my goodness. Hi, Prosty. How's it going? There were so many fanboys. So many fanboys. So many queer people. So many lesbians and gay men and everything. And trans people. And like, it was so cool and diverse and inclusive. It felt like stepping into a whole new different planet. And yes, Fox, there were so at night when my mom and I went to the area of the parties, there was a line. There's always a fucking line for everything. So when they register you and you show your ID and they let you pass, you cross this part and then you see the vendors near the raves. And they were selling dildos, they were selling vaginas, they were selling harnesses, they were selling everything. I had 2 men that were selling harnesses approach me and say, hey, if you want to try them on, I can help you out with that. And one of them told me, you have the perfect body for a harness. I was dying. Like, of course, they're trying to like sell you the product and like compliment you to like boost your ego. Hopefully, maybe she'll pay $300 for this harness. I don't know. How did I find out about Megaplex? How I found out about Megaplex was in late July, because I had the brilliant idea to look up, oh, hey, I want to know what other conventions there are in Florida besides GCX, which is the Destiny 2 convention that has become more generic in the past couple years, and they're trying to attract people from other games. Because usually you hear San Diego, New York, that's it. So I'm like, do we have something in here? So when I started to look things up, I found out about Megaplex, but I didn't know that this convention had been going on here for 23 years. I never heard about it, didn't know about it. Probably because I'm not a furry and I'm not involved in the community. So there was no way for me to know about this convention in particular. So I found out in late July. The thing is, you could purchase online tickets, but at that time, the due date, I guess, was already over. So I had to buy the tickets at the door. So I was like, I saw the website, I saw a couple pictures. So I was like, it's probably a small, intimate convention like GCX, less than 500 people or something. I don't have a problem with just showing up with my mom and just buying the tickets in person. When my mom and I walked in to the Hyatt Regency Hotel, we were flooded, surrounded, swamped by furries walking everywhere, left, right, outside, into the hotel. It was insane. My mom looked at me and she's like, where are we? And I'm like, we are at the convention. I just don't know where to go. I asked a random fox where to find the registration line, so he guided me. And he's like, you gotta walk all the way over there at the very end, and then make a left, and then he guided me. So I thanked him, and then we both ran away. This was approximately 1 p.m. on Saturday. We came out at 4 from the registration line. We were walking for 30 minutes to find the end of the line. So at 1:30, we started to hold our spot in the line for the registration. Like, it was something. And then I'm texting my mods and I'm like, hey, I'm on the line. And then Fox is like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in Megaplex. And he's like, do you have any idea where you are? And I'm like, no, but I can kind of tell where I am now. Insane, unbelievable. Never in a million years did I think I was gonna land in a popular convention by accident. Ever. I would not have made that mistake, trust me. I did not know how popular it was, how they've been around for 23 years of doing the convention in that same hotel, if I'm not mistaken. I did not know anything. I just learned that there was a convention coming up, that I couldn't register online, that I had to go in person. So I was like, okay, let's go. I went to Megaplex with the mindset of GCX, something small, intimate, cozy, and nothing crazy. That day, though, since we were exhausted for standing for 2.5 hours, we explored here and there the convention, but we didn't get too crazy. We actually left quite early, around 7, so that we could get some good rest and sleep and then go back tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, but on the next day into the convention. How did your mom handle it? And did she pull out the chocolate if folks got too pervy? No one got pervy at the convention. No one spooned me. No one offered me free drugs. So it was kind of disappointing that I didn't get free drugs at the convention. But it's fine. Maybe next year. Who knows, really? Mom loved it. You didn't go around rave times. You missed the vlog. I was in the parties. Shocker, kegged all you. Parties! Speaking of parties, I don't think you guys know this about me, but this was actually my first time going to an actual party or rave or however you guys want to call it. I really haven't been to a bar or to a club or disco party or something ever. So I was waiting and then life happened and went by, and here I am 11 years later going to my first party. I was very nervous. I felt super fucking awkward dancing on my own because I knew nobody. But then I saw this girl with her drink in hand and she was vibing. She was in her own world, dancing by herself. And then I stood next to her, kind of like super shy. And then as she kept dancing, I started to like realize, if she's in her world dancing with her drink in hand with nobody as a companion to dance with her, I can do it too. So then I started vibing and like dancing on my own, and I started to like enjoy myself, and then I started to like loosen up and relax more, and then my shyness started to fade away. This was before people started to like come in groups into the room, because my mom and I arrived quite early, so there were only like a few people dancing in front of the DJ. So it also gave me ample time to loosen up before the room got packed with everybody. So that's a little fun fact for you guys if you guys did not know that detail about me. I've never actually gone to a party because I was homeschooled. I never really had in-person friends, and I was pretty much someone that kept to herself. And then when I got offered to go clubbing, it never happened. And then years went by, and the thing is, you think you have time. You think you have time. And then when you look back, it's been 11 years that you said that you were going to do something, and then you never did. Or somebody promised to do something with you, and then it never happened. If my voice sounds like shit, it's because I'm still sick. Because the fun part is that After the convention, immediately the next day, Tuesday, I started to feel like shit. I had to go to work. It was a blitz day. So it was nonstop call taking after the convention. And I started to feel like shit. I started to feel feverish. My nose started to act up and my throat as well. And I felt sick. So the reason I've been gone from streaming for so long, it's because I canceled the streams to stay at the convention. Originally, I was going to be at Megaplex just on Saturday. But after being on the waiting line for 2.5 hours to register, I was like, one day is not enough after spending 2.5 hours on the line to register for the convention. So this was a last minute choice when the guy told me what I wanted to register for 1 day or all 3 days. I was also, fun fact, I was in the wrong waiting line for the 2.5 hours. There was a separate line elsewhere for you to buy the tickets. And the line that I spent 2.5 hours in with my mom was to just get the badge. I did not know that. I found out when I was in front of the guy that was going to register me. He's like, oh, you don't have the tickets? I was like, no. So he's like, okay, I can take your payment. I was like, oh, why do people scare me like this, bro? I was on the wrong waiting line for the 2.5 hours. It was just to pick up the badge. No signs. I didn't see any signs unless it was in another conference room somewhere else in the hotel. And people were complaining in the line as well that it was too much waiting. It seems like this year, Megaplex was overwhelmed with a lot of people for the at-the-door registration. There were rumors in the line, and I did talk to someone from staff, and he's like, how long you been on the waiting line? And I was like, about 30 minutes. So that was like around 2 p.m. So I was like, why? And that's when I realized he was part of the staff. And then he said, we're trying to have a scope on how long it's going to take to get all of you registered because more and more of you keep coming in. So we want to try to do this as fast as we can and get everybody in. But I feel like they were not expecting a huge wave of people at the door, if you will, to purchase the tickets right then and there. I wonder why too. Yeah, because like when I discovered Megaplex, it was already after the pre-registration. I couldn't buy the tickets online. I had to buy them at the door. So I thought it can't be that crazy to buy the tickets at the door. It must be a small and cozy convention of like 500 people, maybe less. Like it took my mom and I about 15 to 20 minutes to find the end of the waiting line to get in the line. How was the weather besides Florida weather? It was sunny as shit. There were threats about thunderstorms, but it was sunny as shit. And they've always done the convention at that hotel, from what I understand. So there weren't really any crazy changes going on. Could check the website for vendor list? Yes. Yeah, and also I need to track down the DJs too because I want to check their socials and see if I'm in one of their pictures somewhere. Because I know I'm somewhere. I know I am. Like, it's inevitable. There were people taking pictures for the DJs and videos. Let's see what they come up with next year. I'm actually very curious on how they're going to manage that. However, since I now know that I enjoy the convention and that I will be coming back, I would prefer to pre-register and also pre-book the hotel because honestly, Ubering to the event was expensive. It was about 30 minutes on a good day, excluding the waiting time for the Uber to stop and find me and pick me up. So, I don't like the idea of Ubering late at night, with my mom. It's a safety thing for me, even though I have no complaints of the drivers that we had, thank goodness. I don't feel safe out at night in a stranger's car. So I would prefer to just stay at the hotel. And that way, if I want to stay at the rave longer than 2 in the morning, I can do so because I have a safe room in the same place that I can go to and just go to fuck to sleep. So that's that. We'll see what happens next year in regards to the convention and be more prepared. I didn't fucking tell you guys about the horse cocks and the dragon dicks and the tits and the vaginas that I saw. Okay, that part could not be filmed because of obvious reasons. They had a huge sign. No pictures, no video. Oh my god. Well, I still snuck in a picture with a horse cock. Oh my god. All my mods saw the horse cock. Literally, he's fucking wearing a cowboy hat. Listen, I need to see that picture again. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It was the first day. First day. Where's the horse cock? There it is. Okay, he's got like a fucking, is that a hat? Is he wearing a fucking cowboy hat? Oh my god. The horse looks like he's wearing a cowboy hat. And the poster says, save a cowboy, ride a horse. And he's got the biggest, fattest fucking schlong in the history of humanity. Just there. Right there. In the poster side of the artist's corner. And I'm like, look, Mom, it's a horse cock. She's like, stop pointing. Don't point things at me. And I'm like, you need to look. She was horrified. This was the first day. After the waiting line shenanigan, we went exploring. We went to the artist's den, and then we saw the 18 plus corner, and boom, horse cock. And then I shared that picture with my mods twice because I forgot that I had already shared it with them. All right, so here we have the first picture, first day. After 2.5 hours on the line to register for the con, I saw these body pillow thingies, and I got curious, and my mom was like, want a picture? I was like, yes. I can't with you guys. I have to ignore the chat because then I'm going to start laughing again. I like the art. So I was like, I like the art. I want a picture with it. So there we go. Beep. Hello, YouTube. No! Stop accusing me. No. Okay, next picture. Oh, I love this one. But let's nuke it so we can zoom in and kind of get like a. Everybody's taller than me. Everybody's fucking taller. Oh, I love them so much. They were so nice. I was so fucking shy to approach them. I was like, hi, are you guys taking pictures? And they're like, yeah. I could barely hear them through the helmet. And they all posed next to me. And Mom took the picture. My mom was so nervous. Mom was so nervous to take the pictures. She somehow felt responsible for, I don't know what. And I'm like, Mom, you're just taking pictures. It's fine. I love these guys. They were so nice and very humble. And overall, I love their helmets. I love their helmets. And I love them. I don't have anything to say. Like, everybody was so nice and loving and friendly and approachable in the convention. No matter how intimidating they looked, they were all nice, loving, kind people, down to earth, and no one refused to picture with me. Yes, Otis, I adore the toasters. I love them. I love the Protogens so much. This is one of my favorite pictures. I feel like all of them are, honestly. So this lady, let's talk about this lady here. Let's talk about this tall lady. Look at that. Yeah. The heels were high, but she was also tall. She was also tall as fuck. I was intimidated. I was like, well, hi. I was shy as shit to approach her. And I did. I still did. And she said hi. And then I was like, are you taking pictures? And she's like, yeah, sure, of course. She was with a group. The group stayed behind next to my mom while mom was taking the picture. But then I asked them all that if they wanted, they could join in to the picture as well. So that's exactly what happened. There was another one outside the picture frame, I think. I think there may have been another one. I did not notice the one on the far left join in for the picture. Because, like, everybody was, like, on me. Like, they were so tall and the fursuits were, like, wide that I didn't spot the one on the far left that came up in the picture. Mom tells me that he was shy to jump into the picture and still did anyways. And this is my phone wallpaper. This is literally my phone wallpaper right now. Like, it's one of my favorite pictures. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite pictures. So it's now my wallpaper. Yeah, it felt so nice and loving, and like I felt part of them, you know? So I was like, this picture made me feel so comfy and cozy with them that I made it my wallpaper on the phone. Because that way, every time I look at the phone, which is a lot, you don't want to know. Every time I look at my phone, I will always remember all the fun times that I had in this convention with this picture. So it's a fantastic, beautiful picture that means a lot to me. And I wanted also to share it with you guys as well. And this guy here, oh my God, the world really is very, very small. His name is Toblerone. I sent a picture to Toby. His fucking name, when you zoom all the way in, Toby Shepherd Toblerone. So Toby got this picture sent in DMs. Because I was like, hey, Toby, I met another Toby who's also a Toblerone. I loved him so much. He was so nice. Despite the bite hazard sign on him, he was so nice and loving and kind. And I was super shy as always. I was like, hey, hi, are you taking pictures? And then I would toss the phone to my mom. The bite comes later. Oh, I hope so. Bite hazard definitely sounds like Toby energy. 100%. Yes. Sam was dipping her toes into becoming a furry. No! Otis, go away! Sam is discovering her furry side and sharing her adventures with big, tall boob fur lady. She was a big, tall boob fur lady for sure. 100%. You're missing Plague Star? Nah! Missing Plague Star over this? Nah, I don't think so, Tool. Nah. Nah. Not at all whatsoever. Oh, the fucking sandwich was included in here. We went to Beeliner. Beeliner was fantastic, by the way. Amazing food. A hamburger was $20. I could not afford a $20 burger. So I afforded a $16 sandwich with turkey, cheese, green things. The bread itself seemed to have a raspberry, some kind of fruit. And a bunch of seeds. I don't know. I didn't read the menu. I saw the sandwich. It was the cheapest thing. I ordered it. I gave my mom half of it to split it. But to her, I ordered her the fucking bacon, cheese, fries plate, which were also decently priced as well. And they served her a lot of fries. The fries were fucking amazing. Incredible. So she enjoyed it. I enjoyed the sandwich. She tried the sandwich later. She fucking loved it as well. So 10 out of 10. Highly, highly, highly recommend the turkey sandwich and the bacon cheese fries. Cheese bacon fries? I don't know what order they call them. Silver price. It is. Well, to be fair, Fox did tell me that they hike the prices during a convention in a hotel, which honestly kind of makes sense. Especially when there's going to be 10,000 people going to the convention and there's like, what, 2 restaurants in the hotel? I didn't see the other one. I don't know if there were more than 2. I don't know. But everybody was coming into this one. There was a line for everything, even to get into the restaurant. The line went outside the restaurant, into the hallway, nearing the stairs to go to the first floor. There were so many people that were trying to get in. And it was around 5 or 6. So I guess it was kind of a rush hour of sorts. What's up, Furry? Welcome on and good to see you. So a bunch of people were coming out of panels or out of the pool or whatever. So it may have been a second type of rush hour for the restaurant. The Eevee that you guys saw in the video. I fucking flew. I wanted to jump off the balcony and land on top of somebody's head and just make it to get a picture. I've never ran down the stairs so quickly like how I did that day to get a picture with Eevee, if I'm not mistaken. This person, listen, I had to go approach them, take a picture with them. I was intimidated. I was intimidated. They were nice, they were humble, and they said yes, and they posed, and I took a picture. Well, Mom did, but for sake of simplicity, yes. And of course, I haven't seen this movie, by the way. I don't think you guys know this. I've never seen this movie. And yet, I took a picture with him. Because I can, and I could, and I freaking did. Because it was amazing. That wingspan, though. If Mel were here, she would put a kappa in the chat because it's a book reference to Qatar. Of course, I had to approach the Star Wars guy. I had to approach the Star Wars guy. I saw a stormtrooper with a furry tail and furry ears, and he escaped me, and I couldn't get a picture with him. So I ran after this guy. This poor guy. This guy was minding his business with someone else. Maybe family member or someone. He was with someone. I invaded his personal space while he was checking out stuff. Merch. And I was like, hello, Imperial officer. The other person started laughing his ass off. And then I was like, are you taking pictures? And he was like, yes. So I took a picture with him. And then I was like, long live the Empire! And then the other person with him started like laughing his ass off again. And he laughed as well. And then we said our farewells and stuff. It was such a short but funny interaction. Because I didn't really see a lot of Star Wars people at the convention, maybe like 3. The furry in the video that has like the Jedi robes and stuff. The stormtrooper with the tail, and then this guy as the Imperial officer. And this guy, oh my god. Okay, with this one, I was very shy. Tall as shit, big ass horns. He was minding his business, and I was walking behind him, and I was like, should I take a picture? And my mom was like, go ahead, go take a picture. I'll do it. Give me the phone. So I was like, nah, let's just leave him be. So we were still approaching him, and then I ran all the way around. Because, like, the thing is, furries usually cannot see to their side. So what I did is I did a circle of sorts where I could come across into his field of view at the front. So I was like, with my phone, I was like, I was trying to get the words out. He didn't let me finish. He started screaming under his suit, yes! Come over! And then I gave my mom the phone, and then she took the picture. Like he as you can see here, this is what, the second day at night. He like slapped his hand on my shoulder and he squeezed me over, and then snapshot. I was so shy, but he was so nice and friendly that my shyness went away. It went away. I had a blast in those couple seconds of me with him for posing for the picture. He was so nice. He was so nice, very loving. Like, I'm telling you, all these people I took a picture with, they were so nice and humble, down to earth and friendly and like open. I did not have a bad experience at all. Not at all. Literally. No complaints whatsoever. This is also one of my favorite pictures as well. External screaming intensified. Yes. 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 This fucking picture. So for those of you who saw the vlog already on the live stream, these were the guys that were in the rave or party, however you want to call it, with the body pillow that they were showing off to me. So me being me, I approached them and I was like, first of all, they were all drinking water. The poor guys, again, they were minding their business, sipping on water and refreshing themselves. This was after the party. So past 2 in the morning. The photo says it at the top. 2:24 in the morning. They were drinking water. My mom and I were leaving to go back home. But then I saw all of them and I was like, oh, I want a picture. So I approached them. They put their masks back on and then they pulled out their bananas. And I was like, why are you guys wearing bananas? So they were telling me that since they couldn't really take the weapons into the convention, because there was like a weapon prop check in the convention before you actually came into the place, where people were gonna check your weapons and see if they were approved or not. It seems that there may have been some restrictions, even if the weapons were replicas, that they couldn't bring certain weapon props into the convention. So they told me, well, we can't actually have the weapon replicas, props, thingies with us. So we brought our bananas into the convention. I was laughing my ass off so much when they gave me the explanation. After the convention and I made the research and I found out about payday and stuff and I looked at the wallpapers, I saw the guns, I was like, yeah, it makes sense that they would not allow those types of guns into the convention. Even if they're fake, even if they're replicas, it makes sense. It's not the same as a sci-fi gun from, like, I don't know, Helldivers, Destiny, Warframe, whatever universe you want to bring into the equation. Not the same. Yeah. So it explained everything. And then I don't remember this guy. Well, you guys can't see it because of the chat's on the way. But But this one, the one on the far right, I'm like, where did you come from? I saw him later in the picture. I was like, what? Wait, where did you come from? It was so random. But it seems like he was with them as well. It was so fucking funny. It was so fucking funny. I love this picture so much. I had an absolute blast. I'm telling you. Absolute blast. No pun intended, by the way. And then, this picture, this guy was so nice. Again, I saw this mysterious figure somewhere in the convention, and I was like, I need a picture. I need a picture. I love his fursuit. And I approached him and I said hi, and then we said hello to each other, and then we had a small conversation. Actually, he was one of the very few people that actually stopped to talk with me for a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, this may have been his first time as well. I actually don't remember. It may have been his first time too, because he got excited when he found out that it was my first time at the convention. And everybody that I would hug for a picture, they were sweating bullets. You couldn't really feel the air conditioner in the hotel on the first 2 days. On the third day, which was this day, was when the AC got amped up a lot. Because on the first 2 days, I am someone that's always cold as shit. I'm always wearing long sleeves, as you guys can tell. And not even I felt the AC. So I was like, how are these furries tolerating everything under the fursuit? I don't feel the AC, so I'm pretty sure they don't feel shit. So occasionally, I would see some furries with like some sort of device that they would pop into their mouth, which would bring like maybe it was like some sort of fan or something, because I did see some of them with this device that they would insert into their snouts, I suppose, for them to like get air and stuff. So you would see random people taking their heads off and just like taking a breather for a bit. There were designated rooms, by the way, for the furries to come in with gigantic ventilators for them to sit down and refresh themselves and just like sit down and chill. In these headless rooms, as they were called, you as a non-furry or someone without a furry suit, you're not supposed to come in there to bother them for a picture. That was fun to discover and see as well. And I do have a picture that I know Fox is gonna enjoy, and Hatari, which is Mr. Anubis. How fucking random is it? How does this happen? How do you get an Anubis cosplayer cosplaying the actual Anubis deity in a furry convention? I know what you're gonna say. Well, Zion, Anubis is a very popular furry figure. I know that part, but one thing is to cosplay the deity. Another one is to cosplay as a furry version in the furry community with the furry vibe and aesthetic of Anubis. To me, I see a big difference. Did you whisper in their ears? I've seen a very few Anubis cosplays. The actual Anubis, I've never seen one. But a furry Anubis, pretty sure it would be very common to see, but I really didn't in this convention see furry Anubises. It's not that rare. There are a lot of gacha games with Anubis-like characters in them. They're very popular in the furry community. I do know that, what's this game's name? Smite. There's a difference in aesthetics between the furry version of Anubis with the funny googly eyes and then the actual deity. So imagine my shock when, because this day we were on the waiting line for the closing ceremony. I was minding my business on the waiting line, and then From afar, I spot a tall figure with the long pointy ears heading towards my direction. It seems that he was also going to be part of the line for the closing ceremony. So he was in company of somebody else. I did not approach him. I approached the person that was after him. So I asked the man, hey, can I take a picture with Anubis? So he's like, oh yeah, sure. And then he hurried up and then he grabbed him by the shoulder and he's like, hey, she wants to take a picture with you. So he looks down at me and I'm like, God damn it. Am I really that fucking short? God damn it. And then he's like, he nods at me. He was the first and only non-talkative person that I met in the convention. I have seen these warning labels in some furries where they say that they're non-verbal. This one didn't have a tag where it says that he's non-verbal. So I found that so eerie and so rare. I was like, oh my God! He doesn't talk. That got me even more excited. I don't know if it's an immersion thing or a shyness thing about them not talking to you. I did not care that he didn't talk to me. I enjoyed it so much. So much. I kept fucking fangirling to him and I was like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous, you're so beautiful, you look so perfect, I love it, I love your cosplay, you look amazing. I was in love. I was crushing on him so hard. I was in love. And he did an amazing job. Like, when I was right there and I saw him up close and personal, I was like, fuck yes, this is amazing. One of my favorite cosplays in the whole entire convention. 100%. I love all the other ones, don't get me wrong, but I am biased with Anubis. Everybody knows this. It's been 15 years. That hyperfixation that people keep talking about, I don't think it's a hyperfixation because it's been 15 years. So, yeah. There's that. For that, a picture with my mom. This is the only one that she approved of for me to show of us in the second night in the party / rave / whatever you guys want to call it. As I was saying earlier, my mom was so shy in the party. It took her a while to warm up and join me in the dancing. Because again, the 2 nights in these 2 conference rooms that were very separate from each other and very far away from each other, they had a bunch of chairs at the very back for people who wanted to sit down, take a break, or just didn't want to dance. She was super shy at first, and then eventually she started to like warm up and she approached me and then we started dancing together. Despite everything that has happened this year with my aunt's death in January and the grieving and me trying to help her and I survive the job search taking forever, having to move out and then no longer moving out and then staying here, and that like so much fucking shit that has happened this year. I feel that Megaplex helped to lift off that negativity for the past year. I'm very happy and glad that I was able to bring my mom with me to our first furry convention. It was a very unexpected turn of events. We were only planning for 1 day. But after being on the line for 2.5 hours, I figured we might as well just come here for the next 3 days and enjoy it because we were waiting here forever. So let's make the best of it, go for the next 3 days, have fun, and see what happens, see where it takes us and stuff. I had to take a picture of him. Like, I know he's been featured in a majority of the video on the first party night, but I still took a picture of him because why not? I'm so glad I approached him. I was like, hey, through the loud music, hey, can I take a pic? This time I was not shy. Throughout the loud music and stuff and the flashing lights. And he was like, yeah, Yeah. And oh my God, unforgettable. It was like, thank you. I think I complimented him. I think I may have complimented him. I think I may have called him beautiful. I'm not sure. That part is kind of fuzzy. But I may have. I love complimenting people. I love complimenting people. So that's the last picture. That crowns the pictures taken in the Furry Convention Megaplex 2025. Not a lot of pictures. I feel like I wanted to focus more on filming and having the memories in video format over pictures. With video, you have so much more context than you do with pictures. So, with that being said, those of you watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe and stay tuned for short form content. I don't really do a lot of long form content anyways on any socials. So you'll have to love me for my short form content. So with that said, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.